¿Qué pasa, mis vatos?
That's whatever language Brock speaks for what is up, my dudes.
Yes, Spanish.
Real quick, guys, we're doing an internet video. We just want to go over the basics of how to sell the internet this summer, and Brock's going to give you a couple tips, and then we're going to go over pricing for you, and there's a little tidbit at the end about cell phones. So with that, I'll turn it over to Brock so he can tell you the pricing, and he can also go over how he sells internet and just 3 of his best tips.
All right, sweet. So we'll go over this, the prices first. So the 3 megs to 45 megs, that's $30. The 75 megs to 100 megs, that's $50. Now the 1 gig, it's $70. And then phone, it's just $10. But there's no such thing as standalone phone. You have to always add it with the internet.
Real quick, I want to go over that one more time. So it's up to 45 megs is now just one price. It's $30, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So there's really only, 2 other speeds you have to be aware of: the 75 or 100, which is 50, and a 1 gig. So most of the time you're going to sell it for $30. Mm-hmm. If you get someone who really needs some speed, they'll do a $50 or $70 one.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. So yeah, with that, now this a few tips on selling the internet. Me and Booty actually started out in the industry with selling internet. And a few tips: this always sell the TV and internet just one price. It's all one deal. Now if they're paying $140, I always recommend that you always quote them a little bit higher, but that you do it for the full thing. Keep it simple. It's $100 or $110 or whatever it is, but it's just one price. Second thing is, huge thing is, now it's dedicated speed, not a shared speed. If you have questions on that, you could contact me. It's pretty simple. Every household has just their own speeds. They don't have to share it with their whole community.
I would even go further, Brock. I would just say it's product knowledge, guys. Get to know the product. One of the things I love about Brock is he definitely has a lot of knowledge about how to sell TV. He also, like he mentioned before, when we started doing this thing 10 years ago, it was the big deal for us was we sold internet first. It was actually really hard for us to go learn how to sell TV without internet. And so that's one of the things that I really like is because you did that, you had to learn that product knowledge. And so it's one of those things we've just kind of carried with us over the years. But it's a good thing to know. Learn the reasons that at&t's internet is better so that if you ever need to, you can talk to a person about it and create a win-win situation. Sorry, didn't mean
No,
to
you're good. So yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That product knowledge is huge because that can be the difference of making the seller not just by simple questions. So learn all of your tools up your belt, so that way that you have in your belt. That way you can get those people on doing the deal. The last thing is tailoring it. What I'd recommend, and this is the best thing that you can do in those situations, is when you know that you can what you're going to do. I always go like this. I say, okay, I got 2 options. Yeah, this is what I'm going to recommend here for you. And that's after I found out all their needs and wants. So that way they feel that I am taking into consideration what they need, what they want, their situation, and that I take a second and I'm actually caring what their needs and wants are. So this always take a second, think about it, rub your chin and say, okay, yeah, this is the one I'm going to recommend. So that way they feel that you're on their side. You're just recommending it. So those are the 3 things. Now,
and one of the things you were telling me that I like when you were talking about that is you even get into detail, right? If it's like an older person, you're going to ask them, well, you don't play games online, you don't play video games, right? And you're not streaming hours and hours of stuff, are you? And so that way you can kind of get to the specific details of what they use it for.
Yeah, exactly. And if they're a huge gamer, then you could say, oh, if you're a huge gamer, yeah, this is the one I'm going to recommend. Or if it's an older person, go with those slower speeds. Or if they're into the basics and don't care about all those sports or movies or certain channels, then they say that you're going to get rid of those. And that way customize their whole package towards them.
Yeah, and use words. If you know the word lag, if you're talking to a gamer, use the word lag, right? Use words that create that idea that you understand them and you get them, right?
Yeah, yep,
cool.
Yep. And with old people, it's very simple, very easy. And so, yeah, those keywords, that way they feel comfortable on making the switch. Well, now Booty's going to talk about submitting leads through Sales Rabbit, as well as getting the things that you need for an internet deal. So,
awesome. Thanks, Brock.
Yeah.
Cool. Good? Yeah. You want to phone for 10 gigs. So they get that. The second thing that they get that's really awesome is they get the ability to call Mexico or Canada unlimited, talk and text for free. So that's another really cool feature that was never available before. So that makes a big difference for Brock when he's saying "What is up, my dudes" in Spanish.
Call my family.
You can call your family. Yeah. But guys, those are the updates on the cell phone, and that's the big update. So go out there and let's sell a lot of internet this summer.
Cool beans.